This is Raymond Donald Hong. On Election Day, volunteers were out in full force supporting the defeat of Proposition 8, which bans gay marriage. And some people took the opportunity to get extra mileage from their Halloween costumes.
I got Sarah with me just to show a little TNA on the GOP side.
After the polls closed, people gathered at the St. Francis Hotel to watch the returns. By that time, the media declared Barack Obama the winner of the United States presidential election. But no definite victory or defeat of Proposition 8 would emerge that night.
I think it's a cliffhanger, and it's making me very anxious.
And we're just on pins and needles, though, as we await as the results come in.
It's a very painful moment as well to be sitting here going, is California with us or are they not with us?
And it's going to be late night. We may not know until tomorrow. So we're going to see how it goes, but we knew it would be a nail-biter.
If the voters take it away tonight, we'll go right back in 2010 with the voter initiative to get our rights back. I mean, it's not over.
Over time, change will happen. If it happens in this moment or if it happens 10 moments from now or 100 moments from now.
Well, it's been a very long journey for a lot of us, and we've certainly been through all kinds of highs and lows. This one is particularly important. It's unfortunate that we are voting on civil rights.
And if we lose tonight in terms of having Prop 8 win, I think tonight will be our Stonewall.
I think the next step is for us to stand strong together no matter what happens. This has been a long campaign, but we took a vow to be together for better or for worse.
If it's not today, if it's not tomorrow, it will be someday very soon that the Constitution will protect all of us equally.
After Proposition 8 passed with a 4-point lead a few days later and stopping all gay marriages throughout the state, protesters blocked traffic as they marched down Market Street supporting marriage equality for same-sex couples.
It was a really mixed moment for me because of the fact that, on one hand we were celebrating the victory of Barack Obama, and then at the same time, people of outside interest, even from our own state, were telling me that my right to marry was not legal.
I worked really hard on November 4th to get everybody to vote, and it was just really disappointing. I mean, I was just there, just watching it as it goes down. It made me angry, though, at the end.
The Mormon Church funded $30 million, which led to the passage of Proposition 8. And I feel that it is unfair that they can decide to take away my civil rights. We are in a democracy and not a theocracy.
It was just a real slap in the face when basically we were told that our marriage wasn't going to be valid any longer. We've been, this has been legal in California for 4 months. Who the hell has it hurt? And so we just feel really, really strongly that the voters made a really bad decision.
A lot of people, if they did vote yes, they were probably just confused. I mean, there's money in politics, and there's ads, and there's deception on the airwaves about what Prop 8 would have done.
It was really bittersweet for me because obviously our country as a whole is going to be much better over the next 4 years, but my personal rights have been infringed on, and it made me very angry.
And on Sunday, there will be a rally at noon at the Mormon Temple for doing what they did. There have been protests in Utah, there have been protests in Los Angeles, and we need to continue them.
The temple of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints sits quietly in the Oakland Hills overlooking the San Francisco Bay Area. That silence was broken on the following morning with protesters against the Mormon Church for their efforts in supporting Proposition 8.
Ultimately, I have a lot of respect for Mormons and for the Mormon Church. I think the overwhelming support they gave to Proposition 8 is abhorrent. It makes me ashamed of where I come from. And I want to highlight that a small minority, a group that accounts for about 2% of California's population, raised about half of the money for Yes on 8. And not only money, but devoted more man-hours than I think we'll ever really know to ensure that this passed.
Okay, I'm out here today for my kids, Nikki and Allie, because I want them to know that our family is as important and valuable as any other family, and that we're going to keep fighting for No on 8.
A week later, protesters nationwide rallied and marched in support of same-sex marriage.
As one of the native state of Mississippi, though I am a Baptist, I refuse to be a bigot. So I bid you adieu this afternoon, saying as one heterosexual and as a Baptist who's not a bigot, I'm going to defend your right to do what you elect to do in the sight of God until the day will come when all of us in the human family will be able to say, I'm black and I'm proud. I'm brown and I'm sound. I'm yellow and I'm mellow. I'm red but I ain't dead. I'm gay and I'm gorgeous and great. I'm straight and I'm sensible. And I'm white and I'm all right. Praise be to God. Hang in there. Don't let nobody turn you around.
In San Francisco, they gathered at City Hall and marched through several neighborhoods, stopping traffic everywhere.
I think that that's something that's really worth upholding. I don't usually protest that at all. I don't usually come out to these things, but I felt so strongly when I heard that Proposition 8 was voted positively, in this last election, that I felt like I had to do something. So I saw a flyer on the ground on Thursday, and I looked it up on the internet. I'm like, I'm going to this. So here I am.
And in San Jose, 4 separate groups of marchers converged on City Hall.
I'm actually here today because my sister's a lesbian and I actually support her. That's the main reason why I'm here. I feel that everyone should be treated equal.
I am here today because I think Prop 8 is completely unfair.
I'm just touched by all the stories, all the families, everyone holding hands and hugging and meeting each other, sometimes for the first time, and just realizing how much family there actually is in Santa Clara County. It's an amazing turnout. I'm overwhelmed and kind of speechless.
The protests and rallies are far from being over. Supporters of same-sex marriage vow to continue protesting until Proposition 8 is repealed. In San Francisco, this is Raymond Donald Hong for Outlook Video.